Hi everyone, this is the second part of Cisco Packet Tracer. In the last video, we learned how to set up and deal with line console passwords and how to set up this structure. If you have not watched that video, go back to that and then come back to this. In this video, we will be learning how to set up a line with password for a Telnet session. Let's open up our PC once again. Terminal, open this session up. And here we go. Let me shrink this down a bit and put a little bit up here so you can see that perfectly. Yeah. Okay, so we are in the switch. Name of the switch is Daddy once again. So we have three modes. First one is user mode, this one. Then the next one is privilege. Last one is global mode. Let me switch. It's enabled. Now conf T. We are in the global mode. If you have missed the last video, I recommend you go and watch that first. Let me put a little bit bigger here. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's type line, and as I told you before, question mark is your friend. So there is nothing after the line. Let me space it, and then now we can see. So line console we have already touched, and in this video we will be going for line VTY. Let's type VTY space and question mark, and we have 0 to 15. It means 16 people can log on to this same switch on the same time and make necessary changes. This is absurd. I know. Now you're thinking 16 people are here and they are trying to log in and save their own configuration. Don't you think there is a conflict? Yes. And to prevent that from happening, companies do make employees, technicians talk with each other before telnetting into a switch or a router. So we will be configuring 4 ports, which is from 0 to 5. Yes, you can configure each port with a different password to protect, but that's a hassle. I will show you in the upcoming videos why. Line VTY 0 space 4. This means first 5 ports, they will have the same password. Press enter. Got password space Cisco. Now the password is set and the password is Cisco. You have to remember, to connect with this system remotely, we have to have a VLAN going on. Let me show you. Oh, did I mistype? Okay, show and yeah, there we go. So here we have this VLAN 1 unassigned. Yes, so administratively down. This means we have to set up a virtual LAN so that the switch can be managed via a remote session. Remember, Telnet and SSH both are remote, but they both work differently. Telnet is a less secure session, SSH is more secure. So first of all, we need to understand why we have to Telnet to a switch. Let me go back to Packet Tracer. So this is our switch, and now this is connected with our PC via console cable. But imagine this switch is sitting in the basement of a building and I'm sitting on the 8th floor. I want to make changes to this switch now and then, like let's 30 times a day or maybe 10 times a day. So I cannot go from my floor to basement, then come up and then make this journey again and again and again. I cannot do that. So to do that, we have to set up a PC first. So this is our PC. Put this PC here and go to connections straight through and attach this on fast ethernet 0/1 and fast ethernet here. Now you see it is green. Let me show you something. Now you see this message, fast ethernet 01 change state to up. Let me show you this up here. Let me make this bigger so it can fit on one go. This is much better. This is much better to look at. No worries in this. So you can see protocols are there and IP addresses are there and so many things are there. So this is 0/1 before we connected the system. Let's press enter here and I am not able to do. Yes. Now let me show you something. So see this, before this it was down, the protocol was up but line was down, and you can see this here, it says down, now it says up. So whenever you connect a computer to a switch, this means that port is live and it's going to be up in the Cisco device. And you can see the IP address is unassigned because we are not working with IPs right now, but we will. So let's go back to our PC once again. So we are here and we have to set up the VLAN. To do that, first of all, we have to be in the interface VLAN. Let me type exit. So now we have to type int, short for interface, VLAN space 1. And here we are in the VLAN. You can see that here we are in the VLAN. So we have to give the IP address here. So to do that, type IP address and the address you want to give 10.0.0.2 space followed by the subnet. That's it. Now we have to do no shut. We have to turn this port up. No shut. You can see this message now. The port is up. Let me show you what do I mean by this. Here we go. Now you can see that VLAN 1 IP address is there. It is up and the protocol is also up. Before that, it was unassigned and it was administratively down, meaning we shut this port down. Now we have turn this port up once again. Now we have to close this and I have to go back to this PC desktop and IP configurations and put it here 10.0.0.4. Okay, oh, I made a mistake. I have to write it down here 0.4. It's completely fine. Just cross it up. And I want to ping, I forgot the IP of that. Okay, I forgot the IP of my switch. So IP of my switch is 10.0.0.2. Now I have to remember this. Ping 10.0.0.2. Wait for it. First one is dropped. Yes, it's perfectly fine. Now, if I reping it, all packets will go through because this is how usually it happens on the network. So now I have to do a telnet to let me close this. So this is a switch and this PC is connected with this switch via LAN cable, basically a straight through cable. And the IP address of the switch VLAN is 10.0.0.2 and this is 10.0.0.4. So basically they both are on the same network. To telnet, we have to open up the command prompt and type telnet space IP address of the switch or the router which we want to connect via remote. Press enter. Now it is asking us for the password and we all remember the password from previous nugget. Here you can see we are in this session and we are doing it via telnet. So I can do every command from here. I don't have to worry about anything. Show IP interface brief and here you can see it. And one more thing which I want to show you before we log this session out. Let's go. So basically let me exit this out from here as well. So when you open up your switch in a real life environment, so when you type in your password and let's say somebody called me or I got a phone call, I just forgot to log out and stood up from my chair and went away from somewhere. And a malicious person came and typed few commands and messed up my switch or router. How to prevent this from happening? So basically Cisco has this fail-safe kind of a thing. We will be setting it up. To do that, we have to go to configuration mode. This is it and line console 0. So we are in the line con. Here there is, let me show you something, question mark. So here you can see this exact timeout, meaning we will be setting up the time for the switch, for how much time the switch has to be idle before logging itself out of the current session. To do that, we just have to type exact timeout and first one is for the minute space followed by seconds. Let's go for 5. Let's go for 10 actually. Press enter. I'm not going to touch it for 10 seconds. So let's see what's going to happen. Oh, see, it logged us out automatically. So let's just go once again and I will not touch it for another 10 seconds. Here we go once again, logged us out. So for the real life or for the servers and all, I recommend this setting to be enabled. But for production and testing and learning, I don't recommend this. So line con 0. and I will be saying no exact timeout. So we will not be logged out from this switch anymore. But if you have a physical device like Cisco switch, catalyst switch, or a Cisco router, please make sure to turn this setting on. Let me show you one thing which is very interesting to me. Let me cross this off and go to the switch. And this is actually the back of the switch. Let me zoom in a bit. And this is the console port that we talk about, where a console cable will go in and connect the other end with the PC or a laptop. And there are our fast Ethernet ports and gigabit ports as well. So everything is well written and well documented on back of these switches. There is one thing missing in this switch. Let me see if it's available in other ones. I'll be back in a second. I went to other Cisco switches. There used to be a flip on and off switch in previous versions. Yeah, I'll definitely find something out for that. And let me show you how to save these configurations. Let's close this one out. Open up this PC console terminal. Open this up. And in real life, actually, to save the configurations, you have to run a command, because this is a software. We can just control S and it can save the state of our progress right here. But in real life, you have to write commands so that every running configuration is saved into the switch. Let me show you how to do this. Let's go to the user mode, question mark. There's a command name write, and just write space question mark. And here you can see write memory. Press the enter and you can see building configuration, and it is done already. But in real Cisco devices, it will take 5 to 10 minutes depending on the configurations you have and depending on the complexity of your device. This is how it works. Now we can just cross this off and control S, and this is gonna save the state of our software. But what we did with write memory, we saved the running configurations to our NVRAM, meaning read-only memory of the switch. NVRAM and ROM both are different things. If I find you should know it, I will let you know for sure. But for now, this is how it has to be. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching Networking Root.